Hello to all students. In this video lecture, we are going to describe physiology of sleep. First of all, we are going to look at the definition of sleep. Sleep is a state of rest of mind and body with closed eyes characterized by partial or complete loss of consciousness. Sleep is very important for every person of all different ages groups. Children, adults, teenagers, old people, they all need a good night's sleep. But their sleep requirements are different according to their age group. So what are the sleep requirements? Newborn infants usually require 18 to 20 hours of sleep every day. Growing children usually need 12 to 14 hours of sleep. Adults need 7 to 9 hours of sleep and old person need 5 to 7 hours of sleep. So different people have different requirement of their sleep period. When a person goes to sleep, their body goes under some physiological changes. So we are going to discuss some important physiological changes which takes place in our body during sleep. Our plasma level in the blood decreases by 10% during sleep. Heart rate also reduces from 72 to 45 to 60 heartbeat per minute. Systolic blood pressure falls from 120, 130 to 190 to 110 millimeter mercury. Respiration or breathing rate also decreases. Salivary glands secretion like saliva also decreases. Formation of urine also decreases during sleep. Sweat secretion increases. Usually sweat is generally more produced during a sleep. Muscle tone decreases because muscle goes in sleep paralysis, like inactivity of the muscles. Pupils of the eyes are constricted. Eyeballs move up and down. Brain is inactive. Brain is not inactive. Brain is usually active during our sleep and perform many metabolic functions for our body. Irregular interval of dream during a period of sleep. Now we are going to discuss some important types of sleep. There are two important types of sleep. Number one is rapid eye movement sleep, REM sleep. This type of sleep is usually known as paradoxical sleep, and it comprises of 20 to 30% of sleeping periods. For example, if you are sleeping for 10 hours, so 2 to 3 hours of your sleep is going to be rapid eye movement sleep. What happens in rapid eye movement sleep? Your eyeball moves rapidly during this period of sleep. Rapid movement of eyeball. Dreams also occur in this sleep period. And important role in consolidation of memory. So it's kind of saving memory of your all day activities. The second type of sleep is non-rapid eye movement sleep. During this case, eyeball usually does not move up and down or right and left. It is also known as slow wave sleep. It usually comprises 70 to 80% of sleeping period. Muscle twitching is absent. Heart rate is stable. Blood pressure is stable. Temperature is stable, usually which is not stable during this type of sleep. So in a sleep period, mostly 80% is non-rapid eye movement sleep and 20% is rapid eye movement sleep, depending upon the type of a person. Now we are going to look at what is the part of brain which is going to control our sleep. So as you know that our brain stem, which is comprises of pons and medulla and certain regions of cortex, they influence our sleep periods. So if we look at the sleep center, there are two important centers. Number one is raphe nucleus, which is located in pons and medulla section of the brain. It is responsible for non-REM, non-rapid eye movement sleep, and it releases, this part of the brain releases serotonin, which is a neurotransmitter which is responsible for this type of sleep, non-REM. Serotonin is a neurotransmitter which is released in the blood and it controls our sleep period. The second center is known as locus ceruleus of pons. It is located in pons part of the brain. It produces REM sleep, rapid eye movement sleep, which is lesser than the other type, and this part releases noradrenaline, which is also a neurotransmitter and responsible for this type of sleep. Sleep is very important for a person, children, old people, women, men, for everybody. But if a person has abnormal amount of these neurotransmitters, or there are certain defects in the brain, or some physical or physiological or nervous or psychological issues, a person can have a problem in sleeping, which is known as sleep disorders. So we are going to discuss some of the sleep disorder briefly. Number one, insomnia. In this condition, a person is unable to sleep. Inability of a person to sleep for certain hours, certain days, or weeks, months, or even years. Hypersomnia is a condition in which a person sleep in excess. So excess of sleep is known as hypersomnia. Narcolepsy, attack of uncontrollable sleep at any time or at any place, in a class, during driving, and sitting or lying, which is not controllable by a person. Sleep apnea, which is very kind of syndrome. It is a temporary stop of breathing or respiration during sleeping, and then sudden long cycle of breathing takes place. So it is kind of a problem with certain age of people. Nightmares, frightful dreams during sleeps, night terrors, which are also nightmares, frightful, but these are in children. Sleep terrors in children, which make them horrified. Somnambulism. During this condition, a person walks during a sleep. He goes to bed, then suddenly he wakes up with open eyes, he performs some task in the house, walks, then come back to the bed and sleep again. But in the morning when he wakes up, he doesn't know or he doesn't remember what he does during the night. Nocturnal enuresis, which is a bedwetting during sleep. A person do not have a control on the urine. So usually this condition is found in younger children, but some adults can also be have this kind of disorder, which is known as nocturnal enuresis. That's all for today. I hope it makes sense, and we'll see you in the next lecture. Until then, bye.